Hello everyone, this is Fire Toad coming to you with the latest installment in my Ghostwire Tokyo series of videos. This one is going to be about the Demon Parade, which is the Hayakki Yako, which is something that happens in the game every once in a while. You are roaming around in the city and you see a large, very large crowd of visitors, as they're known, parading down the street. And I'm going to show you this now real quickly for just a moment. I'm above and I'm looking down, and there they are, giant Nekomata cat umbrellas. And I really enjoy this part of the game. This is one of the most challenging aspects of the game. And as you'll see in a moment, what's going to happen is I'm just going to jump down there. And when I jump down, we'll be transported off to another place like an arena, and we'll have to fight a bunch of visitors. So before I do that, I do want to point out a couple of things. And that is that I have some items I'm not using. I'm going through on the hard difficulty setting, which is not the most challenging setting. There's one above it called Tatari mode. And I'll get into that in a different video. But hard mode is as hard as you can get, with access to all of the normal things in the game. And I've gone through it probably, I don't know, about 10 or 15 times, and I've amassed quite an array of items that if you're going through normally you won't have. And I'm not going to use them, because if I do, it would be over very quickly and it wouldn't be really all that much fun. So, but I want to show you, because some of these are just really amazing, and I can't remember exactly where I got each of them except for the one I'm going to show you in a second, the outfit that I got that turns my bow into a one-shot kill weapon. So now the beads are things you get throughout the game, if you don't know, and you can choose to wear as many as you're able to at each time. You have a certain number of slots. I have 3 slots, which is as many as you can get, because I've been through the game pretty much completely at this point. So that's allows me to wear 3 sets of beads simultaneously. So typically I use the gust beads that give you better wind elemental attacks. I like the aqua beads, I like the archery beads. These are all beads that you can get just by clearing shrines in the game. The talisman beads I really like, and the talismans are special devices that you have that you can throw down that stun. The stun talisman is very useful. It will stun a group of them. Exposure talismans expose their core so you can kill them. These are all very useful in the game. A little OP, to be honest with you, but anyway, I diverge. Where was I? Oh, back to the beads. So transmission beads are lovely, and you will have these once you complete the game. The first time through, you won't have them, and you will wish you did. But the really powerful ones are these ones right here, tireless beads. And I can't remember exactly where I got these. You can look it up. And really what they do is just give you unlimited ammo. And not only do they give you unlimited ammo, so your ether now no longer depletes when you use it, it also gives you unlimited talismans. So I can just coat the entire area with talismans. I have unlimited talismans. So it's a little OP, but fun. But I'll make a separate video about that. These ones I got are super powerful. I don't think they would affect this fight, but it says makes it nearly impossible for enemies to spot you, and they're not kidding. You can be very close to them, and you will almost be impossible for them to detect. And sometimes when they detect you, it's really easy to like hide, and they will lose sight of you again. So, but I'm not going to wear either of those. And the outfit, and it's a very ridiculous looking outfit, and I don't spend much time with this. My son, the captain, was looking through the outfits and discovered this entirely by accident. But this outfit, there it is. And I had no idea that it worked this way, but it turns your bow into a one-shot kill. So I'm not going to use that either. All right, let's get to it. So first thing I always do is land here. Desert realm, their black hole, and off we go. Take a moment and check my inventory, make sure I have the beads that I want loaded. don't need transmission beads. Transmission beads are for transmitting spirits. So typically I would go with Gust, Aqua, and Flame. And off we go.
Got them.
Successfully, it allows you to send a shockwave out that damages and will even stun enemies. It's a perfect block to get that, and these will bounce to get that block exactly right. The objects that the visitors hurl at you like that bounce, and they will hit the visitor and injure them. It's really funny. I call it 10. That is kind of the most common one. Eating food, whenever you get in any way takes some damage, it's supposed to be getting food because there's unlimited food in the game. And every kind of food takes care of it. Punching them gives that's what happens. Alright, now the next wave here, they get progressively more difficult. Careful to do something fancy down there. Talisman, up trap. Do it again. Here we go. Now, a lot of cases, you have to take out enemies. What you got? I laughed at them originally. I said, girls like that. Roll works actually quite well. Bounces right off. That's Larry. So Larry thinks he's going to block with the umbrella. Oh! Umbrella! Those purple attacks are great attacks. If they hit you, even if you block them. Block it, take any damage, but still blocks. This is very Larry. Shadow over there. Shadow is actually very, very hard to block. So maybe get some food. That was a quick attack. That's really last. Attacks, lots of damage. It's very tricky to block. It has kind of a slow and flies back and brings his knives and his lashes out. Apparently, better than the whole of his head. That's that. She's so hard to follow. I can block that. Exactly. have some ethereal soda here. You can have 3 kinds of food loaded as consumables that you can eat while you're in combat by pushing the C key on your keyboard, but I prefer to do it this way because you can sort of take your time. Alright, so we're going to have a, let's see, let's go with some watermelon. No, that's going to also increase my field. I have a skill which you've seen me using, which is why I'm able to just zip backwards like this or zip sideways like that. It's a super useful skill in combat, obviously. Sometimes you don't get the counter, you still get the perfect block, so you get the counter, just that was there. There you go. I can do this all day. Alright, Larry, I'm going to finish up right here. Alright, so I took a small hit there, so I'm going to pause the game. Go to my inventory, and this is a really good opportunity. You can see how I have like 10 trillion tons of food. This is one of the things about this game. It's kind of funny is there's just like so much food everywhere in Tokyo, and you steal all of it. So, and each of them, as you can see, gives you a little bonus. I'm going to eat one of these. This is going to give me a 10% defense boost. So, my health, and okay, so these guys are actually pretty potent. I call the ones that are on fire, I call them Todd. They're called Rage Walkers, and they're slow and ponderous, as you will see, but they have a lot of health, and they pack a mean hit. If they manage to hit you, it can melt away virtually all your health in about 1 or 2 hits. So, what you got, Larry? Come on. That attack right there did a ton of damage. Alright, come on in next to this fire crystal, fellas. These things blow up. Just that gas can. Things blow up and they do significant damage. So Alright, so we're going to do some potent stuff now. We're going to light them on fire. This is a trick that you get when you're fairly high level. Normally you shoot lances of fire. They're actually a lot of damage. But you can also put them down and shoot fire. This blows up everything. And the best one is to charge a fire breathing attack. This is the charged wind element attacks. And it's best to play, in my opinion, with the original Japanese characters speaking. I find that interesting. So there you go. I made it through, barely dented, almost died. Got Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you all later.